Hello and welcome to the Baby Boomers webinar from CDK Global. Not all car buyers are the same. In fact, we believe car buyers come in four quite different age groups. Baby Boomers, the oldest group, followed by generations X, Y and Z. Baby Boomers, that famous and enormous group, they're now in their 50s and their 60s. Generation X were once the youngsters and rebels, but today they're where the baby boomers used to be. Parents of teenagers, working at busy careers and in the middle of their lives. Generation Y are just getting started in their lives, moving out of education and into adult responsibilities. Generation Z. This is the wired generation, digital natives who have their own ways of thinking and communicating. Each of these groups buys and lives in different ways. They each want specific things from you. You have to know what makes them tick. So, ask yourself, are you targeting each generation and in the right way? And are you truly connecting with them throughout the sales cycle? This webinar is focused on the baby boomers. They were born before Blair, before Thatcher, before the Beatles even. Let's see how they think, what they need, and how you can win their business and make their lives happier. What happened in 1962? The average house in the UK cost just £2,670. You could buy a new Ford Cortina for £590. The first James Bond film was released, Dr. No starring Sean Connery, and in America, cosmetic surgeons inserted the world's first silicone breast implants. Most baby boomers came of age in the 1970s. They bought their first houses and cars and started their careers. By the 1980s, they were deep into parenting and minivans. By the 1990s, their children were off on their own, and the baby boomers were at the height of their careers. Today, the majority of baby boomers are in their late 50s, and the very oldest, born just after World War II, are about to turn 70. They're ready to enjoy life. One thing to remember about the baby boomers is that they've already been through several car buying cycles, and now they have the money to spend if the value looks right to them. Most baby boomers, especially those in their 50s, will be comfortable with looking at the computer monitor on your desk. These people are not elderly, but remember, printed literature, pens and paper forms is what they grew up with. So, here are our 5 key notes for engaging, communicating and winning with the baby boomers. This isn't the first, second or third time these people have bought a car. Whether they're looking for a sensible estate or the luxury coupe they've been dreaming of for years, they're not likely to be swayed by jargon and gimmicks. They know what they want, and they want their dealer to give them the information they need. What's the best way to do that? Send them communications with full product specification details. Be open and clear with your messaging. Know their individual case and have the right answers quickly when they call up or call in. Baby boomers are old school when it comes to respect and loyalty. Make the wrong first impression and it will be hard to get a baby boomer to give you a second chance. Make the right impression and you're likely to gain a faithful customer. That first impression may happen even before they visit you, so beware of what's being said about your dealership online and in print. More importantly, make sure you show your dedication from first contact. Calls should be pleasant, personal and efficient, not chaotic. Greet them by name. Send personal follow-up emails. And when the customer is in your dealership, let them see you go the extra mile. Baby boomers often ignore time-based offers. They don't have to dash off to pick their toddlers up at nursery after all. And if they've waited 3 decades to buy their dream car, they can wait another few weeks or months. Pressuring them to buy now will be hard. Instead, the value and experience they receive at your dealership is what will trigger the purchase. Automated alerts and scheduled personal emails will help you remain in contact with your customer over time and gently move the sale forwards. Make sure you never miss a customer contact and offer a customer experience that makes you stand out from the competition. And speaking of standing out from the competition, baby boomers want to know that their dealer will look after them. For them, it's not just buying a product. As we mentioned, they're more emotionally ready to enter into a partnership if you're the plus partner they're looking for. That starts with pre-sales and runs through after sales and beyond. Give them special care, like timely reminders and clear information. Make your customer feel known and valued, and you can be the partner they choose. Why can a student today spend £3 on a latte without batting an eye, while her father or grandfather practically faints at the thought? On the other hand, why do her parents pay more to shop at their local grocery when it's clearly more expensive than the supermarket not too far away? Baby boomers have a different concept of value than younger customers and more complex ways of determining that value. To them, value naturally involves price, but it's just as much about how a dealership can know them, pamper them, and take the worry out of the equation. Only seamless attention and respect across all forms of communication can show your commitment and value. You never forget a contact, remember their name and their history, and show that you care about the ongoing health and maintenance of their vehicle. That's how you show your customers you're committed to value and how you encourage them to commit to you. So, are you ready? Within Autoline Drive Dealer Management System, Campaign Manager is where it all starts. It lets you satisfy the baby boomers' desire for facts and make first impressions count with tailored emails instead of marketing gimmicks. You'll stay engaged with and keep control of the baby boomers' extended purchase cycle by providing a constant feed of factual information and updates. Show them how you're different from other companies and show your commitment to value by sending personal automated reminders, event invitations, advice, and much, much more. To make the first impressions count, have incoming calls routed immediately and correctly. The first time, mind you, not after 5 different handoffs. Then give your staff automatic access to customer details on their screen. Help your customers feel like your partners. Know who is calling, have their details to hand, and be prepared for the questions they're likely to ask. This is possible with smart telephony. As an example in the real world of how this would look, here's an example of a campaign that's been sent to a customer. They can pick up a web email on their home PC, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and they can actually interact with you when there's nobody in the business. So the new customer, for example, may want to request a brochure. So we can actually have data capture now entered into the system. So the customer will put some very brief information in, which will enable you to actually capture their record simply and accurately and first time. What then happens immediately, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, when there's actually nobody in your business, is that your customer will get an immediate response from you. In this case, a brochure request. Customers requested a brochure online. What's actually happened is the customer's got an immediate response, so you've actually responded to them within seconds. Also, back at the dealership, within the salesperson's view, when a salesperson logs in the next morning, he actually has a diarised contact to follow up your customer. Okay, so your brand new customer record has landed within the dealership. So from first contact right through to a customer being called back has happened in a single action from the customer. Baby boomers like to have all the facts. So what could be better than a full and accurate vehicle health check? All the facts and figures are right there and perfectly clear. Of course, you'll increase your value as a plus partner by going the extra mile to keep their car on the road and running like a champ. And Vehicle Health Check is a wonderful way to stay engaged over the long run, for as long as they have their car, and of course, leading right up to their next purchase. Auto and Drive Showroom. Let your customers decide if they'd rather see the desktop or mobile-based showroom processes. Asking them what they prefer is a great way to secure a good first impression. Then seal that good first impression by sharing the facts and making sure they have precisely the information they need. Put your salespeople in the best position to succeed. Showroom is the tool they need to wow potential customers with details and a great personal service. Baby boomers need their own kind of care and feeding. They'll get around to price eventually, as we all do, but for them it all depends on value and relationships. So as we discussed, start by giving them the facts they want most. Commit to bringing them value in the form of concern, knowledge and terrific customer service. Build that plus partnership relations with tailored and personal communications. Then stay engaged with the vehicle and the customer until and beyond the sale. A lot has changed since baby boomers were born. Daniel Craig is now our 6th James Bond, and a new car costs, well, just a little bit more than £590. But follow these guidelines and you can absolutely win their business. Thank you for watching, and for more information visit the website at www.cdkinsights.com.